I think if I hear you call me Becky one more time, six-pack, I'm gonna pop your tops. All six of them.
Who are you?
Hey, this is Matt. Once again, welcome back to another review. And first off, like I've said before in the past couple videos, if you notice a noise, because I have a fan on, because it's way too damn hot, and I'm not going to sweat like a stuck pig, like a mongoose in heat, while doing reviews. So I apologize for the noise, but oh well. My reviews are not high-tech like Nostalgia Critic or Chris Stuckman or all these guys. I'm just a regular guy doing whatever the hell. But this is a Patreon request for Trevin. Thank you so much for that. If anyone's ever interested in requesting pretty much any type of video, you'd either request it directly via my PayPal or join me on my Patreon and request it there. The links to either is down below in the info box. If not, no worries, but if so, I really do appreciate it. But about Schmidt, it stars Jack Nicholson, and Dermot Mulroney has a supporting role in this. And really, it's about a guy who he's retired from his job, life insurance company, and pretty much he's lost. He does not know what to do with the twilight years of his life. And sort of the little ups and downs he has, where his wife dies, his daughter's getting married to this waterbed salesman played by Dermot Mulroney, and he doesn't really care for Dermot Mulroney's family or Dermot himself. Dermot Mulroney's mom is played by Kathy Bates, who tries to hit on Jack Nicholson at one point. And it kind of culminates into him asking, what impact did I make? You know, I'm weak, I'm a failure. It's going to be like I never existed. Until there's one thing that happens. But I guess it's about this guy who just trying to find a reason. Just like all of us are. And granted, it does sound depressing. But it was cool. I like Jack Nicholson as an actor. I really do. The Shining is my favorite performance of his, but I like him in films like The Last Detail, and I'm trying to think, like, what are my favorite ones? I actually enjoyed him in Anger Management, which I reviewed when I did my little Adam Sandler marathon. He's a guy who brings his A game a lot, and this one, it's a different low-key type of performance, which is not usually how you see Jack Nicholson as low-key, but I thought it was a different kind of role for Jack, and he pulled it off well because he's a damn good actor. And you know, there are moments where he's going, yeah, it's been a rough few weeks and I can't afford to waste another minute. But then he's just sleeping and watching TV for 2 weeks. He goes to his family home. He realizes his family home is now a Tires Plus store. And he tries to do the right thing, even though he's not perfect. Even though he disapproves of the marriage, he does say nice things during the wedding for his daughter. And it's almost like a little melancholy for Jack Nicholson's character. And sometimes I almost sadly want to say it's probably realistic to a lot of people out there when they watch this movie. It's probably a lot more realistic than we want to admit. I mean, spoiler alert, starting out spoilers. The one thing at the end sound like Billy Crystal and City Slickers. One thing? He sponsors his child in Africa, and at the very end of the film where he's like, no one's going to know, no one's going to remember me. He gets home and he opens his letter the child sponsor sent him, and the kid had made a drawing of the two of them holding hands, and Jack Nicholson just cries. Split second, my asshole brain said, he's crying because the picture is so shitty. Look how shitty these crayons are. What the fuck you doing, kid? You can't draw for shit. But no, it's because at least one person will remember him. And maybe that's enough. But yeah, sort of his low-key, there's nothing outrageous, crazy. This is not a National Lampoon's Vacation type of movie or any of that sort. Like, this is fairly low-key. It's fairly... I don't know how to put it, but it's nothing too busy or too energetic. It's not going to be everyone's cup of tea. I don't see myself watching this again because of that sort of thing, where if you took the same movie and it wasn't Jack Nicholson, I probably would not be as interested as I was watching the film, but because I'm such a Jack Nicholson fan, I was interested. Because again, spoilers, the few stuff that happens in the movie. Retirement. You can tell he's disconnected with his wife. He goes to the mail. He goes to Dairy Queen. He finds his wife dead from a blood clot in the brain. His daughter's going to marry. He's out of it after the death of his wife and realizes how much he misses his wife. He sleeps and watches TV for 2 weeks. He finds letters that his wife had an affair a while ago and throws her stuff out. Then later apologizes and forgives her. Meets Dermot Mulroney's family, including Kathy Bates. There's one point where he hurts his back. There's one point where he's in a hot tub and Kathy Bates tries to seduce him. He disapproves the marriage, but after the marriage he says nice things, for his daughter, which I thought was a nice little touch, because usually you'd have the guys like, fuck it, just do the whole spiel, but it showed that the character is not a selfish character. He is a good guy at the end of the day. The one moment at the end, it's sweet, so it's not... Let me put it this way. I don't know why this other film comes to mind, but I saw a Bill Murray film long ago called Broken Flowers, which I did not like at all. That's an ending where it kind of... It's not the same plot, but it kind of the same low-key melancholy. But then the ending was just so... Is he? Isn't he? Was that his kid? Was that not his kid? No answers. Here, as tiny of an answer there is, as a definitive answer. Yeah, this kid made a drawing of him. This kid cares that he's never met in person. At least that's a little sliver of hope. And I appreciate that. So, yeah, it's not much to say. I'm not one of... Here's the thing. I'm not one of these critics that went to fucking school. Obviously, I didn't. I'm illiterate and repeat all the time and can't get to the point. Been doing this for a while. I still have a lot to learn. But I'm not one of these guys that go into dissertations of this and that. Just to be honest, I think most regular people don't give a fuck about that. Maybe you want to impress someone or get a fucking B+ on your fucking paper. But mostly say, what did you think about the movie? Is it shot well? Yeah. A lot of static shots. I wouldn't say long shots, but it's not a fast picture. But it's well shot. The actors do their jobs well. Always I see Dermot Mulroney, who I first saw him in Young Guns. We're in the spirit world, asshole. They can't see us. And Jack Nicholson does a good job. If you're a Jack Nicholson fan, the guy is up there in age. Who knows how longer we'll have him here. He's a great actor. He may never work again, which is sad. Go see his movies, like, at least one time. Whether you like or dislike it, at least see him one time. Definitely recommend The Shining. The Last Detail's a good one. Of course, there's Chinatown, many others. Witches of Eastwick. As Good as It Gets. That's a good one. The Departed. And others. I do wish somehow he was in Dr. Sleep. I think that would have been cool. I mean, with the whole de-aging thing they have, you could have de-aged Jack Nicholson to have his voice. I think that would have been cool. That's just my opinion. But with that said, thanks for watching. Take care. We'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.